Hey guys, it's August and welcome back to Pyre. Last time we did our right in the flagging hands against this witch who I don't even know how to pronounce her name, and that was a pretty tough fight. It seems that the game's finally amping up. But having prevailed against the Withdrawn in a convincing manner, I wouldn't say that, you and the others have some moments to recover from the ordeal in the relative safety of the blackwagon. So when can we get out of here? What Greentail had enough of Udmildhe's hospitality for the time? Oh, Jody, yeah, thanks, I'm good. The reader and the stars will point the way as ever, it's just, so far we've kept going north, if that's the case again this time. The Sea of Spolis spreads north and west from here, for untold leagues. I cannot tell you when at last vessel dared to sail those waters. An impossible oceanic expanse pockmarked by crude little islets. Attempt to sail across the drowned sea do not usually turn out so well. Tizo asserts himself during the conversation. What's the matter, little one? He's trying to get you to come look at something outside the wagon. Reader, please go see what he wants. You excuse yourself and follow the imp into the dark of night. What is it, Tizo? Oh, Faye and the minstrel here. Can you not read the stars yourself then, Mr. Minstrel? I fear it is not so simple as matters of can or cannot when it comes to me, Faye. We shall see what the reader has to say, for this is her charge. And here she is, in fact. Thank you for fetching her, Tizo. Oh, he's so happy. Reader, it would seem the skies have cleared to some extent. Please look upon the stars and see where they compel us to go next. Let's seek out a next destination. It is... where? Oh, okay. Further north. Oh, there you go, they were right. It's Arrest, the Azure Star. The Azure Star burns bright over the ruins of a lost frigate in the Sea of Solace. That sounds pretty cool. Although, what the hell is that? Towards the middle of the Sea of Solace. So Headwim's right. That's not good. You're joking, right, sister? Does the reader seem the joking type to you, Greentail? We do not argue with the stars. You talk like we can just go right over around the water. Pardon my interruption, though perhaps we can. Say what? My client, Sandlewood. He has a way of anticipating such eventualities. Oh man. Who is this Sandlewood guy? They've been talking about him from the beginning, and we don't know anything about him. Big Bertrudes. The proprietor is no companion of his. She may be able to assist us. Edwin smiles returns. That sounds like our best shot right now. Let's pack it up and move out as soon as possible. Big Bertrude. Wow. What are you up to, reader? I mean, minstrel. Although I have a feeling it might have been a reader at one point. Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, for there is something that I wish to tell you privately. Do you have a moment? I shall not keep you long, though I know your time is precious. Alright, let's hear him out. Like, why would you say no to this? You bid him to continue, and make clear your interest in whatever he has to say. Very well, and thank you for your time. And I shall further note matters that pertain directly to the rites I must reveal to you alone, for thus I am obliged. In any case, when you confronted the Withdrawn and the witch, that witch, you might recall she tended to invoke a certain name. Shalch, the Astral Born. I hesitate to say it even now. You would be forgiven if you took the ravings of her for mere nonsense. However, her words, as it turns out, ring with a certain truth. Before the unit of the 8 scribes, when first they found themselves here in the downside, this land was even less hospitable, if that can be believed. It was ruled over by greater titans. The one called Shalch was the elder and most fearsome of the lot. Colossal monsters at once roamed the downside. The scribes together slew them one by one, and through this forged their bonds. Okay, so I guess all the giant bodies and giant skeletons we've seen have been the greater titans. Okay, that makes sense. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Shalch's own hide and ichor to bind the Book of Rites. Holy shit. Oh my god, so we have the Necronomicon. However, Shalch did not truly die, for by some accounts seems to be incapable of death. The creature is generating even now, though very, very slowly. Its vow is to devour this land and everything in it. So, in a way, it is an exile, just like you. If ever the creature shall be reborn, it shall be many ages hence, thus the ravings of the witch are more or less inconsequential, for a while. I hope all of this some reassurance, and now I leave you to your more immediate concerns. I shall go check to see how everyone is faring at the time. Damn. So I guess that guy is going to be a threat. Although the fact that he said it's not an immediate threat makes me think that it might not come up in the game, but doing a raid against a giant would be very, very interesting, that's for sure. Tiding the wagon with Rocky, tiding the wagon with Headwind, eating his fill. What else do we have? Off on her own. Faye is sniffing at something. Okay. Tariq is nearby. And Sandra is blasphemy. Nothing new, yes? Unless I can talk to her again? No. Alright, see you, Sandra. And anything here we need to do? Nothing that really comes to mind. I'm glad everyone's hope is back up. I suppose fighting that witch would do that. Or I suppose beating the witch, rather. Alright, let's continue our journey. Oh, I suppose, yeah. Big Protrudes is over there. The lone minstrel says someone here can help you pursue the stars across the sea. Well, I'm glad to be getting out of the bog, that's for sure. This is a place. Let's go see my client's companion as soon as you are ready. Alright, anything new we can do? Doesn't look like it. Doing some cleaning, out for a stroll, debating with Faye, debating with Tizo. That would be one weird debate. Scouting the premise, and Jodie Strorog is braiding her hair. Let's go see who this big protrude is. Oh. Oh, I was not expecting this. Wait a second. Is she gonna join the team? I mean, we could use one of them, right? Or maybe it's gonna be like her hot, sexy cousin or something, I don't know. Big Protrude is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows. Here she can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Okay, so Big Protrude is the name of the outpost, okay. All sorts of contraband used to come through here, some of it fatal if touched or inhaled. Sandlewood sent us. Those words were enough to make the bog dwellers snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. Holy shit. Thou speakest the name Sandlewood. We would know his whereabouts, reveal them to us. Oh, okay, so her name is Big Protrude. I guess the name of the settlement's called that as well. Good day to you, Big Protrude. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandlewood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. Ah, he did he? In turn, we know who thou must be. Thou speakest of the past. Sandlewood doth he yet live? Speak plainly and quickly. To be frank with you, madam, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every face that I, Sandlewood, lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Wakingwood, beyond the waters. Okay, a labyrinth of the forest on the western half of the Black Basin. Few know the way around it. The path to the sacred Mount Alodil lies far beyond these suffocating woods. I'm guessing Wakingwood's going to be our next spot after this next rise. We wish to seek him there, though as you can see our wagon is ill-suited to the task. The one called Protrude frowns upon this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Indeed. Then leave us, return at dawn, that is all. By your grace, Big Protrude. What is she gonna do to our wagon? All should be in accordance with my client's plan. You keep calling Sandlewood your client, he must reward you well. I, in a manner of speaking, he helps me find a sense of purpose I thought I'd lost here. Not that this intends you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You found yourself a time for your vocations while the bog dwellers go about their business. I was gonna say, actually, I was thinking about this earlier, but there haven't been like any vocations besides that first one, which is very surprising because this is episode like 8 or something, and this is the second time we're doing it. So you have a chance to forage, study in private, or mentor a companion. I'm gonna study in private because I'm curious how exactly this is gonna work. But if it's like +2 hope for the next right and that's it, then screw doing that in the future. You find a relatively quiet clearing inside of the Book of Rites with undivided attention. The greater understanding comes from the reader's influence. Attribute bonus is you bestow on all your fellow exiles who participate in the rites. The triumvirate whose reader is well attuned to the book has an inherent edge against its adversaries. Okay. Through oral tradition alone. 02020. Okay, so these are permanent buffs, it looks like. Each point of glory raises how much damage your exiles deal to the adversary's Pyre in the rites. Ah, I really want that one. Aura, move, quickness, or banishment. Let's get quickness. As I mentioned before, running around trying to avoid the enemies is kind of the way I like to play this game, so. And how together they compose the Book of Rites, among their many fates. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. You gain the reader's influence, celerity. Each rank raises your fellow exiles' quickness, making them move faster. Cool. Okay, so they are permanent buffs then. So I suppose focusing on that would be a good thing too. Is the wagon ready to cross over this boggy filled water? Maybe. The lone minstrel finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please come have a look. The others are already there. Okay, let's step inside. Oh my god. So it's literally become a boat. Man, those bog witches are pretty good. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm gonna go have a look around. The wagon should be fit for a sea voyage. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She appears as if on cue. Tell that Sandlewood he owes us twice over. If I may, Big Bird. Oh my god. Are we literally bringing this woman along? I don't really know if Headwind's your type of guy, just letting you know, Bertrude. Wait. Okay. She's not joining us. I know I said I wanted her to come along, but she would be a very strange member of our crew, just saying. Yeah. Let's not push our luck here. This is so exciting. I don't know how to swim. Scree! He seems to share a phase enthusiasm of heading out to sea. I am beginning to feel ill already. Let's set sail. Alright guys, we are back. I'm actually recording this on a different day because I had to stop recording last time, and the worst bit is I think we have like 3 minutes of this episode left, probably. But anyway, over to the Worm Gulf, and Big Bertrude shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out to sea. I was thinking, and I'm pretty sure she's going to join the team, even though it would be a really weird addition. I just reckon by the end we'll have one of like each type, and she'll probably be our Bog Witch. And well, there you go. I guess those Bog Witches are pretty good at machinery and all that. Here we are in the Worm Gulf. I'm glad to be getting out of the bog. And you and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into Worm Gulf. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. The Worm Gulf is the tempestuous Sea of Solace lies beyond this death-still body of water. Exiled worms from the Sea Dominion naturally congregate around here. There is no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. As long as we follow the current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. Okay, so there are worms around here. Maybe we'll have to do a little game like we did with the Howlers. If the next ride is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us there? They shall find their way, as we find ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point in our sea journey. We seek the Hulk of Ores. Okay, a carcass of the doomed exploring vessel Das Rabin, lost in the waters of the downside. It looked like there might have been a friggin' arm around it too, so maybe that's one of the Titans. And what the hell is that thing? It looks like it has eyes. I guess we'll head that way to Outer Solace. Although we have to take the really long way around. And so much for getting out of the bog, this place looks just as bad. At least the journey seems pretty easy, and we have some chill music to go along with it. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seems to you a welcome change of pace after having come from the flagging hands not very long ago. However, Jodariel seems more concerned now than before and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Rocky, she stops him for some questioning. Greentail, how is he doing? Who, Hedwin? Oh, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night, reaching into the waters if I had to guess. Oh, retching into the waters, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fortunately, I'm not someone who gets seasick or car sick or airsick or whatever. Is that even a thing, airsick? But yeah. I imagine it will be very, very bad. Reader, please check on Hedwin when you have the opportunity. He requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. You wish them a good afternoon as you go check up on the others in the group. Later, you find Hedwin looking out of sorts. How are you doing, man? Yeah. All this trouble just to get back to the Commonwealth of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? Past life, our book collection, the few friends we had, perhaps the food? What would we miss the most? Long-time confidence, the job you buy. I'm gonna say our book collection. We had a collection of very highly illegal books, I saw it. You tell them that you missed your book collection most of all, after having taken many pains and risks to put it together. Huh, I figured as much. I bet they burnt all your books, didn't they? Those scum. Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There is not much more you can do for him now. May he soon get well and he can't be in our next rise. That should be alright though. I'm sorry for my interruption, reader. Please again confirm the next point in our voyage. Over to the Sea of Solace. The celestial landmark you seek is beyond this strait. Wow, this place looks amazing. And wow, the worm-infested waters are actually a lot easier than I expected. By the scribes of the sea, I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Worm Gulf, you can now see what must be the Hulk of Ores, far on the horizon. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. Oh, Tizo! What is the matter? Oh, he's just wondering about Hedwin. He requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do now is wish him a swift recovery. Reader, madame, from this point our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please consult with your companions about which course to take. Why must they diverge? Okay, there's a Hulk over there. So we have the Underking Pass. And Faith thinks that's good. Tizo wants to fish for something tasty. Okay. So probably a small buff in the next right and some good loot. Who am I to turn down our Lord of the Dry Imps? Although to be fair, the Unfathomable Trench sounds like it's a pretty bad place to go, but yeah. Let's see what Tizo can find here. The sea is peaceful for the most part, save for occasional strange shimmers beneath the surface. You realize the lone minstrel is looking down at them along with you. Those shapes down there, some must be worms of the sea dominion cast into exile. A vast and war-torn undersea regime, home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. Okay, so is it possible our next opponents on the right are going to be these amphibian worms? Having conquered their waters, the worms clambered onto the Commonwealth shores in search of new wars. God. Worms and harpies. Seems like everyone wants to have a go at the Commonwealth. I understand they tirelessly fought the Commonwealth's wars, having grown weary of their own. They must make worthy adversaries. Oh, what is it, Tizo? Ooh, he spotted something tasty. He dives without warming into the depths below. And there he goes again. That one enjoys being at sea despite its perils. Eventually the little imp resurfaces, clutching something in his claws. He gets Black Eye Puffer, which we can sell for 86 coins. Good job, Tizo. Let's continue on then. And damn, that is one evil looking ship. Like, I didn't even know what I'm looking at right over there. At last you arrive at the hulk of Ores after journeying across the sea. It seems the next ride is to commence here soon, though there is no sign of your adversaries yet. Alright, we have the slug market, we have a new page, and we can talk to someone in the cabin. Probably Headwind to see how he's doing. How do you have a look? Ah, it's your Dariel. We also have all this other stuff we can look at too. But we will save that for next time, so thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and next time we'll take on the next ride, and see where our journey takes us after that. So, I'll see you guys then.